What up, guys? Canopy TCG here today, doing a deck profile of this Gourgeist Pumpkin Bomb deck, um, also called Pumpkin Spice. Um, and this deck is bad. By no means do I say that this deck is good. It's cool. It's fun. It can do okay. It can win League Cups. Um, I wouldn't be super surprised if it like top 32 to regional. Um, if it did better than that, I probably would be pretty surprised. But yeah, so this plays four. Oh yeah, this is a list from like 6 prizes or something. This isn't like a paywall list that I'm being a jerk and like stealing and posting it. This is just one that was unlocked, and I did a little bit of tweaking with it. Like this deck didn't play any field blowers, so I changed that, and I think that's really all I changed, but I might be wrong. For Pumpkaboo, um, I think this is the only Pumpkaboo that you can play in Standard. I might be wrong, but, I don't know. In Expanded, I would probably play the Night March one, but I don't really know. I don't even know if there are any other Standard Pumpkaboos. But I believe this is the only one. And the attack doesn't matter because you won't really use it unless you attach a counter energy to it. For Gourgeist, Pumpkin Bomb is pretty good. Does 10 damage, and then you can discard your tools, and it does an extra 40 per tool that you discard from your Pokemon, not from your hand. The only problem is that, the 30 damage that you get from a Choice Band does not count because it is before doing the damage that you discard the tools, so the Choice Band does not do that. But one thing that you can do is, if you don't need to do 40 damage more, you can keep the Choice Band on, just so that you have it for next time you use Pumpkin Bomb. So I wouldn't always discard all your tools, just to be flashy, because that's dumb. 3 Remoraid. Octillery is super good in this deck because you kind of need to draw cards to get your tools, in play. So there's a 3/3 Octillery line, so that you can Abyssal Hand. 2 Lele's, to get Brigette. You don't really want to use Energy Drive because you want to put your DCEs on Pumpkin Bomb. But, I mean, it's an option, I guess. For Klefki, because this actually does count as a tool while it's attached. So you discard it as a tool with Pumpkin Bomb, so it does add damage. And then you can rescue strategies back, so that's pretty nice. 1 Sudowoodo. This is, I think, mostly against Zoroark, because this deck isn't that great against Zoroark, which is kind of a problem. But we do play counter energies, so we can use Watch and Learn, we can use Fairy Wind, we can use Water Gun, and then I can Power Pumpkin Bomb, sometimes. One type of... Oh, we can use Electric Ball if you're very behind. One Flying Flip Tapu Koko. Basically a staple in most decks. Does 20 to all your opponent's Pokemon. This is sort of good against Zoroark, especially if you can get a couple off, because then, you don't have to discard as many tools to be able to, knock out stuff. And that's pretty much the principle with it for every deck, is it makes the damage that you need to kill things less. 4 Sycamore, draw support, 3 Guzmas to make your opponent switch, and we have Tapu Koko as a free retreater, so Guzmaing, the switch doesn't really matter. It's not a bad thing. 2N is draw support, that's all it is. And then 2 Brigette so that you can get things like your Remoraid and your Pumpkaboos, and then sometimes Klefki's. 4 Ultra Ball to get your Pokemon out, especially turn 1 Lele so that you can get your Brigette so that you can get 3 more basics out. That's always a great move. And then our second/first tool, this is the first actual tool card, but it isn't the first card that acts as a tool in the deck. But we have Choice Band, and like I said, it can let you do the extra damage if you keep it on, so that you can like save it for next turn, but you don't always need to do that. 4 Slowstone, so that retreating isn't always a problem. and also it's just another tool. For skateboard, I think this slot is the slot that's the most open. You could honestly play about anything as your force tool. I know Andrew Wamble played like a Spirit Link. I think it was like a Charizard Spirit Link in Memphis. I think the main thing is either a skateboard or dashing pouch. And the list that I saw played a skateboard. That's probably the best. You can also play what's it called, muscle dumbbells or something like assault vest. But like even bursting balloon. But I just don't think that those are as good as something like a skateboard is. And the problem with bursting balloon is that it goes away after your turn, so you kind of have to discard it, or yeah. If bursting balloon didn't work like that, then I would say bursting balloon is good with skateboards. But I mean, there's a number of tools that you can play instead of a skateboard. 3 rescue stretcher, being able to recycle your Pokemon, especially Klefki, is super useful. 2 field blower. This is the only thing that I know I changed from the 6 prizes list. I think this was Xander Perot's article. Yeah, would have been, because that's why they unlocked it, because he won regionals. His list played 2 Potown instead of field blower. I just went ahead and said 2 field blower instead. That seems better. That's the only change that I know for sure I made. And 1 special charge because literally every energy in this deck is special. And then speaking of energies, 4 DCE and 1 counter energy. Counter can be utilized with Sudowoodo, and then also can just act like a 5th DCE when it is able to. So yeah. Overall, this is a pretty good deck. Well, I wouldn't say it's pretty good. I would say this is a decent deck. But it could do well potentially. Yeah. Leave a like and subscribe to Cat TCG for more deck profiles and stuff. And sometimes I actually do good decks.